I love hunting for shed antlers, but there are times when you go to the antlers and there are other times when you can bring the antlers to you. So what I'm doing here today is I'm building a situation where the deer will drop their antlers right where I want them to. And you could call it a shed antler trap, I guess. It's a natural shed antler trap, which is legal where I'm standing right here, but there's a couple of points that I need to make, and that is, before you do this, make sure it's legal where you're doing it. Now, it's legal where I'm standing right here. Feeding deer with corn is legal where I'm standing right here. So you're responsible to check the laws where you're doing this to make sure that you're within the law. So what I'm doing right here is I'm looking for a brush pile, and I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, so I'm going to improve this area right down here where I'm going to put some brush in here. And my intent now is not to knock the deer's antlers off. I just want the deer's antlers, when they're ready to fall off, I want them to fall right where I can easily find them. So that's the intent of what we're doing here. So I'll cut some branches and so forth and improve this spot right here. Then we're going to put some corn in here, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that here in just a second. All right, I got a 50-pound bag of corn here, and I want to just give you a couple of important tips about this corn. Now, this will get the deer feeding on it. It'll take them a while to really get adjusted to it. Deer are very much in tune with what their nutritional needs are, and so because this is a kind of a mild winter and there's plenty of food for them, they won't just dive into this corn right away. It'll take them a few days to really start eating it very much, and then over time they'll really get after it pretty good. So that's an important thing to remember, is that you should never just introduce corn into an area where the deer are really struggling, because sometimes they can eat too much of it all at once if they don't have other food available. Now, like I said, they're very in tune with what their nutritional needs are, so it's extremely rare for them to get the acidosis that can be caused by eating too much corn, but it can happen, so that's just a warning I want to give you. The main thing is, like I said, this year we don't have as much snow. There's plenty of browse form and stuff like this, so as they find this corn, they'll start eating a little bit of it, and then probably over the course of about a week they'll be into it pretty good. This 50-pound bag, I expect it to last probably about a week, and then I'll come back in here, check my trail camera, see how it's doing, see if there's any sheds here. It's the 1st of February right now, so I'll probably keep maintaining this here for about 6 weeks. Okay, so what I've done is put the corn in here, and the deer have to kind of stick their nose and poke around down in there to get to this corn, and when they do, their antlers will be bumping up against the branches, and so hopefully as they do that, when the antlers are ready to fall off, one of those bumps will cause them to drop right here. It's worked for me in other areas before, so let's check back here in a couple weeks. Jump in this sled, except I know I'd hit a tree. We'll see you next week.